starts from awareness. How much stress are you in your life? So you can rate it from 0 to 10. The next is, what is overall level of happiness in your life? Rate it from 0 to 10. 0 is no happiness or dark, and 10 is maximum. So anybody who would like to share the level of happiness and level of stress in your life? Madam, how happy are you?
I think it's 4.
4? Okay. You give how many marks out of 10? 3? 3?
Yeah, I would rate it a 6.
6?
8.
9. Almost.
Sir, I think it varies from condition to condition. Sometimes I'm really happy and it's a 10. Sometimes
Is there more light on this side? Okay. If your score is around 5.5, then you are nearer to the average of Pakistani people. And Norwegian countries are highest in this. So, based on your awareness, what are your strengths and what are your weaknesses? Okay. And how are your thoughts, feelings, and different behaviors? You set SMART goals. S is specific, M is bearable, A is achievable, R is relevant, and time is time limit. So you set short-term, medium-term, and long-term goals. Hans Selye, a key researcher in the field, defined stress as the non-specific reaction of the body to any change in the environment. While Lazarus, a cognitive psychologist, defined stress as any pressure or demand which we find that we cannot cope with comfortably. So if the demand exceeds our coping resources, then it is causing stress. So all stress is not bad. There can be positive stress and negative stress. Causes of stress. So major life events. Holmes and Wright were two authors. They studied various major life events in people's life, and they devised a scale, Holmes and Wright social readjustment scale, and they marks to different life events. For example, what do you think, students? Are you looking for your marriage?
No, sir.
Quite stressful. 50 students, 50 units out of 100. So they compared all other events with marriage, gold standard. Be minded that stress is occurring because of readjustment to the new circumstances. This is the most stressful life event. Death of spouse, 100 units out of 100. Divorce is 97. Trouble within laws. You are married. You are married only you. Nobody.
Dr.
कितनी
Amit.
stress देंगे आप? How much marks you would give out of 100? 50? Okay. In our culture, I think it's quite a lot.
29 is too low.
29 is too low. Should be 50 or above.
This is Western scale. It's too low. Okay, so the event need not to be negative one, outstanding personal achievement. Like concern, you have just cleared your part 2. So you got straight away 28 marks. Those were major life events, okay? And daily irritating events, daily PMO duties. Oh my God. Hello. Traffic problem, weather problem. Influence of the news media, fear created by society and politicians. The whole society is suffering because of this nowadays in Pakistan. Change of roles. So I passed to this my retirement from army and other stages, childhood, adolescence, and all those things. Nobody is, holding a gun on your head, but still you are under great stress because of your thoughts, negative thoughts, overthinking. But sometimes events do happen, catastrophic stress do happen, and this is stressful for everybody. You remember APS incident and earthquake 2005, They cause a lot of stress for many people. What is vicarious stress? Simply watching a catastrophic or tragic event can affect you and can even cause post-traumatic stress disorder in you. So be careful in watching different tragic events. Okay? What is this? Who is working in ITC? Can you identify some of the stresses? So those stresses, life events, daily stresses, and media and politics and negative thinking, overthinking, and job stress as professionals. My God, the treatment failure, this and that. So, but if you are not mindful of your thinking process, if your appraisals are faulty and you don't have adequate coping resources, there can be imbalance. You need to have good enough coping resources to tackle your job stress along with other stresses. But this is the thing that might be affecting you a lot. Emotional contact. And one of the consequences of this emotional contact and stress could be this burnout syndrome. Now, what is burnout syndrome? That's exhausted physically and emotionally. Has become cynical, negative, callous, or excessively detached response to various aspects of the job. No problem doesn't bother him a lot. And a sense of reduced efficacy or accomplishment. Feeling of incompetence and of achievement and productivity at work. So you need to pick up your burnout at an earlier stage. It's better to prevent it altogether, but if it is occurring, then you need to pick it up early, because once it is established, then it is irreversible. Prevention, that's your individual responsibility, what role you are playing, and interpersonal your relationship, and of course institution is also responsible for regulating your stress. What to do? Need to properly manage our stress. We need to become stress-wise. Being stress-wise means going from this, that you have too many demands, too many stresses, and probably not good enough coping resources. Okay? Right, please. And you come to this place, that you reduce the number of stresses and demands, whatever is possible, and you improve your coping skills. Please don't deny the problems which can be solved. Positive नहीं खेलना. जो problem solve होने वाले हैं, important हैं, priority वाले हैं, you need to solve those problems. So how we do the problem solving? So first we need to identify and specify the problem. What is the problem? Then we need to collect data about relevant aspects of the problem. Then we need to see different solutions and do cost benefit analysis of each solution, that what are the advantages and what are the disadvantages of this solution, and then select the best one which has less disadvantages and more advantages, and then implement the solution and modify according to the results. Choosing positive lifestyle. That's your choice. Say no to drugs. No to drugs. The most important skill you can learn is to say no. Be assertive, especially when somebody is demanding something undesirable, or when somebody is asking you to share some drugs or something else which is quite harmful. So many people cannot say no just to please their peer group or show off. They cannot say no. Balance diet, not burger diet. No excuse. I'm not quite old, but still something to improve and something to do and something to exercise. This is a very important concept. That whatever you like, whatever healthy or pleasant activity which you enjoy, you need to increase the amount of those activities in your life. You get a certain amount of pleasure from each activity and sense of achievement from each activity. So if you reduce your activities then you're likely to feel depressed. And by increasing the pleasant activities, you will be feeling better. And plus your neurotransmitters level in the blood will also increase. That include oxytocin, serotonin, opioids. What about dopamine? Internet addiction. So let's have some break and see what are the quick stress busters. Knock it out. Share it with others. Laugh it off. Lighten it with humor. Be gentle with smiles. Write it out. It is easier to see it in perspective when it is on paper. Whenever you write it down, your concept becomes clear. Shrug it off. Raise your shoulders and then drop them. Okay? Breathe it away. Breathe deeply and exhale heavily a few times. Calm your pulse. When your breathing is regular and your body is relaxed, that is incompatible with anxiety. So you need to be mindful of your breathing, whether you are having abdominal breathing or you are breathing from your chest. Sort it out. List practical options, weigh, decide, and then act. Unlock the door of opportunities. Work it off. Do something physical. Reverse it. Consider opposite approaches. Explore alternatives. Distance is very powerful strategy. Imagine yourself a few years now, how much it will matter then. Whenever something happens, even if it is minor thing, sometimes we catastrophize it. But after a day or after a week or after a month or after a year, that thing doesn't matter. Cancel it. Think positively. Don't let negatives pull you down. Keep an open mind. Went through it. Imagine yourself being successful and feel great about it. Final year, clearing final prop and getting the degree. Hold it. Another very effective strategy. Say stop, pause, and then think. Now take a fresh look. Try to look at a broader picture. Okay? Sleep it out. Okay, 7-8 hours sleep is very necessary to keep you fit. Plenty of rest and sleep over weekends, not during your DMO duties. Okay? Escape it. So much beauty around you, so you need to notice it. Notice something enjoyable around you. Develop sport, very important. Try to see others' point of view and forgive people for their mistakes. Build bridges, not walls. And finally, prayers. This would give you a sense of meaning and direction in your life and would be ultimate antidote to various stresses in your life.